Did you know that under the leadership of President Traore, the Burkinabe military has been steadily improving in its capabilities? Yes, President Traore has steadily lifted the Burkinabe military from a time when France completely controlled what weapons they could get, to a time when the military is currently filled with some of the most advanced military weaponry. But Traore is not just outfitting the military in terms of military capabilities, he has also embarked on the training of military officers in different areas of military techniques and operations. A few weeks ago, 20 Burkinabe Air Force pilots graduated from one of Burkinabe's training facilities. It was a remarkable ceremony attended by President Traore, where he gave a remarkable speech celebrating the graduation. In this video, we are going to examine Traore's speech and how the addition of these war pilots would improve Burkinabe military capabilities. 20 specialist non-commissioned officers have been sworn into the Burkinabe Air Force. These officers graduated a few weeks ago at the National School of Active Non-Commissioned Officers named the GUA Chile Promotion, which means restart in the Gulman language. The officers underwent 2 years of training, and after which they have now been deemed fit to join the National Air Force with the rank of sergeant. The purpose of these officers will be to bring a new structure to the Air Force. One of the happiest people at the graduation ceremony was President Traore, and this emotion could clearly be observed in his speech. President Traore began his speech by recognizing all those present at the ceremony. He said, "Honored guests, members of the armed forces, graduates of the GUA Chile Promotion, and fellow citizens of Burkina Faso, it is with immense pride and great joy that I stand before you today, on this significant occasion, celebrating not only the achievement of the 20 specialists who have completed their training, but also the bright future they represent." Traore continued by saying, "Today we witness the graduation of the GUA Chile Promotion, a name that carries profound meaning for our nation in these times of challenge and hope. GUA, which means restart in the Gulman language, speaks to the heart of what we as a people stands for. Today, it speaks to the renewal of our strength, unity, and determination to protect the sovereignty of our great nation. Today is not just a day or celebration, but it's also a moment of reflection of where we are a country, on the challenges we face, and the courage and dedication of those who stand on the front lines to protect our people. In the faces of these graduates, I see hope, resilience, and a commitment to a stronger Burkina Faso." From this speech, it is clear that President Traore is highly dedicated to improving the military capabilities of the Burkinabe military. His dedication and commitment is seen in all that he has done for the military since he became the president. As President Traore stated, the name of the promotion, GUA, bears a name that holds deep significance. It is not just a word, but a declaration, a promise, and a mission. It is a recognition and declaration that although Burkina Faso has faced significant obstacles, especially in terms of security, which has shaken the nation to the core, Burkina Faso remains undefeated. It also means that no matter the obstacles, Burkina Faso will keep on rising and restarting stronger and stronger. For President Traore, the promotion is a symbol of renewal for the Burkinabe Air Force, which is a critical part of the Burkinabe national defense as the first line of defense in the skies. Before we continue, this is a reminder to please like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Traore said, "I see a new beginning for our military capabilities. The men and women who have graduated today and have successfully completed the 2 years training are the embodiment of our nation's resolve. You, the 20 non-commissioned Air Force officers, are the hope that will guide our nations in these trying times. You are the embodiment of our people's resilience and unyielding spirit in the face of adversity. As you wear the uniform of the Air Force, you carry the weight of the trust and confidence of the Burkinabe people." What a powerful message to the new graduates. There is no way that these new officers would not feel a sense of loyalty and patriotism to their country. Now, one of the remarkable aspects of this graduation is the fact that a woman was part of the new graduates. This is significant because it means that Traore shares the same vision as Sankara, who believed in gender equality. Sankara especially believed in empowering women, not just in business but also in politics. He once said that there is no true social revolution without the liberation of women. And, while he was in power, Sankara pushed for women's liberation in every aspect. In graduating a woman as part of the Air Force, Traore is upholding the ideal of gender equality. In his speech at the ceremony, Traore highlighted this fact. He said, "Among you stand women who have shown that the defense of our nation is not the responsibility of men alone but a shared duty for all Burkinabe, regardless of gender." In this promotion, I see the power of equality and the recognition that strength comes from inclusion. This promotion, which includes both men and women, is a reflection of the Burkina Faso we are building, a country where everyone has a role to play in its defense, future, and growth. Speaking directly to the women, Traore stated, "I want to take a moment to congratulate the women in this promotion whose presence here is a testament to your strength, dedication, and service. Your service is a reminder and inspiration to us all that when we stand united, we are unstoppable." Traore then went on to admonish the graduates about what lay ahead of them as newly appointed Air Force officers. In a passionate speech, Traore admonished that the path ahead is not easy, but their role in the military cannot be overemphasized. He said, "As non-commissioned officers in the Air Force, you hold a critical role in the defense of our country. The Air Force is not just a branch of our military, it is our eyes and shield and our sword in the skies. The security of Burkina Faso airspace is a matter of national sovereignty, and our ability to control our skies is essential to protecting our borders, our resources, and our people." President Traore's commitment to the military is highly commendable. His speech at the graduation ceremony shows his commitment and dedication to the military. But it would interest you to know that Traore's commitment to the military did not start today. Traore's decision to equip the Burkinabe military began when he took over power in the country. Prior to Traore's arrival, Burkina Faso struggled to adequately supply its military with the essential equipment and weapons required to combat insecurity. This situation was largely a result of a deeply unjust colonial agreement with France, which granted France exclusive rights over all matters pertaining to the Burkinabe military, including the acquisition of weaponry. Even more troubling was the stipulation that Burkina Faso needed France's approval to obtain any weapons, which extended to determining from which countries those weapons could be sourced. This limitation meant that Burkina Faso was only able to acquire the arms that France deemed permissible, which were restricted to purchases from Western nations. The Burkinabe defense minister noted that this agreement forced Burkina Faso to procure many ineffective weapons at exorbitant costs, a situation that was nothing short of disastrous. There is no doubt that France aimed to ensure Burkina Faso remained perpetually dependent on it for military services. However, the arrival of Traore marked a turning point. He terminated the defense pact with France and expelled the French military from the nation. Following that, he focused on equipping the Burkinabe military with quality weapons and gear. Traore explained that when he initially sought to procure equipment, he faced significant obstacles from the West, as both France and the United States refused to sell and actively blocked Burkina Faso from purchasing from any other Western nations. Nevertheless, Traore persisted and turned his attention to non-Western countries, including Russia, China, Turkey, and Iran. Now, drones were one of the weapons he acquired that the Burkinabe military never had. Thanks to the collective contributions of its citizens and the careful management of the state's finances, Traore was able to acquire some of the most feared drones in the world a few months ago, worth $30 million. The country's security framework has been improved by these drones, which are called the Bayraktar TB2 and the Bayraktar Akinci. Traore claims that the Akinci has surpassed even the highest technical expectations, and the drone has demonstrated its value since the beginning of our campaign. Its reliability and high performance have been demonstrated by rigorous ceiling endurance, performance range, and speed tests, he added. In addition, Traore mentioned that the Akinci has already been used in combat, demonstrating its practical effectiveness. Having said that, you should be aware that the Burkinabe military only has a small number of drone pilots. Traore therefore made the decision to address this flaw. A brand new drone pilot training center was established by Traore, a significant step toward expanding the company's technological and security capabilities. This one-of-a-kind facility will transform not only Burkina Faso's drone technology capabilities, but also Africa's. It will also provide specialized training to equip military personnel with the skills they need to safeguard communities and natural resources. The Burkinabe Internal Security Force, or ISF's operational drone piloting capabilities will also be bolstered by the training facility. On October 12, 2024, a number of students graduated from this training facility, indicating that this facility has finally produced results. As a result, Burkina Faso now has a greater number of people who possess the technical knowledge necessary to use drones for military purposes. Imagine how thrilled President Traore was about these remarkable accomplishments. And what's more? It wasn't just the military that was involved in this training. The Burkinabe police force, as well as other security operatives, including the customs, were all given the opportunity to participate in the training. And, on October 11th, the Director General of Transmission and Information Technology, Chief Police Commissioner Zachariah Habier, chaired the end of training ceremony in initiation to drone piloting at the drone training facility. During the ceremony, the graduating students, who are the first sets, received their certificate, certifying them as drone pilots. Speaking at the ceremony, the Chief Commissioner praised the trainers and the students and congratulated those graduating. According to him, these drone pilots will be beneficial in retaking the territories currently occupied by terrorists. In addition, the commissioner stated that every effort would be made to enhance the quality of the subsequent training sessions to guarantee certification of only qualified drone experts. But exactly how will this facility contribute to improving Burkina Faso's security? This training center was set up to meet Burkina Faso's growing need for skilled drone operators. The center helps a number of important areas like border security and anti-terrorism efforts by cultivating local talent. The Burkinabe military had to rely solely on foot soldiers to keep an eye on the country's borders prior to purchasing drones. Even though this was necessary, the soldiers sometimes were unable to easily detect enemy attacks, making it inefficient and ineffective. However, since the military can now use these drones to effectively monitor and secure borders against threats, the borders of Burkina Faso will be safer with the assistance of certified drone pilots. Second, the drone facility would make humanitarian aid and disaster response more efficient and effective. When an attack occurs, particularly in remote villages where the military is absent, the government typically takes some time to respond to the victims' cries and pleas. However, the government will be able to respond and send assistance in the event of enemy attacks or any humanitarian catastrophe, thanks to the drones that are constantly in the air monitoring what is happening below. At last, the robot office would guarantee maintainable turn of events and assets the board. Traore did not hesitate to construct a school to teach drone technology because the military relies heavily on technology. However, it will not only enhance Burkina Faso's security, but also establish the nation as a center for security and innovation in West Africa, exemplifying the continent's commitment to self-sufficiency. Traore's determination to become self-sufficient not only in agriculture but also in the military is commendable. It is certain that there would be no need for foreign military bases in Africa if every African nation followed this path. But should Traore's decision to outfit its military surprise us? No is the answer. You see, Traore has demonstrated perseverance and dedication to the development of the Burkinabe military from the beginning. This is because he knows how the country has been affected by the insecurity, and that the only way to build Burkina Faso is to get rid of the insecurity. Despite the fact that the West might have prevented him from acquiring the necessary weapons and equipment, Traore did not give up because of his determination and focus. He therefore sought military equipment and weapons from Turkey, China, and Russia. For instance, Turkey purchased the Bayraktar Akinci drone, which has a 10,000-kilometer range and can locate terrorists anywhere. Terrorists will find it difficult to plan and carry out attacks without being noticed as a result of the Bayraktar drone's continuous surveillance and precision strike capabilities. Burkina Faso has recently partnered with a number of countries to acquire military equipment, but Turkey is not the only one. Captain Traore unveiled a new set of high-quality military equipment purchased from China at a ceremony on January 12, 2024. The information that was made public suggests that these weapons include self-propelled mortars, armored vehicles, and a variety of weapons and ammunition. Traore made it clear that the shipment is a part of a strategic equipment plan to help the country's security forces fight jihadist insurgents better. President Traore was seen inspecting 6 WMA-301 fire support vehicles made by the Chinese company Norinco and equipped with 105mm guns at the ceremony. He also looked at 8 CS/SM-1 self-propelled mortars, which have an 81mm caliber and are supported by a Dongfeng light tactical vehicle. It's interesting that this is the first time these have been seen in Africa. Additionally, a series of shipping containers containing a 60mm WW-90 mortar rounds, and rounds for RPG-7 type recoilless guns were shown to Traore. Furthermore, as indicated by Priest of Protection Brigadier General Kasum Koulibaly, this was the first of 5 transfers that are supposed to show up throughout the next few months under the Essential Gear Plan. Captain Traore had previously made the announcement of the Strategic Equipment Plan in his televised speech on December 31st, 2023. However, he did not provide many specifics, only stating that they would emerge over the next year. In addition, in accordance with what he stated, these pieces of military hardware have been purchased and are currently being utilized in the fight against terrorism. The Burkinabe military's successful acquisition of military equipment demonstrates Traore's dedication to utilizing cutting-edge technology to accomplish national security goals. Indeed, President Ibrahim Traore is hands down the best African leader in recent times. Not only is he disciplined, but he is also focused and dedicated to upholding the sovereignty and independence of his country. Like Thomas Sankara, Traore's vision is to see Burkina Faso completely independent and self-sufficient without any help from the West. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.